Hello guys, welcome back to the channel that helps you better your today and create a greater tomorrow. Today I want to tell you guys a quick story. The moral of this story became really important to me after I kind of went through this story, and I kind of analyzed it a little bit further, a little bit deeper, and realized that maybe what happened in this wasn't such a good idea, although the intentions were not bad either. So that being said, let me tell you a story, and this story includes my brother, my father, and myself. So when we were younger, my father would like to reward us for getting good grades. For when the grades would come in from school, and he would look at the grades and say, "Okay, you did good. Here's he would reward us, whether it was I don't know, buying us something or giving us something. He would just reward us, all right." And the thing is that my brother was never very good at school as I was. So I was always more dedicated. In school. I was always more I was able to get better grades. I tried harder in school, and my brother just he just wouldn't be able to get the grades that would have been the best, or he just wasn't very much into school like I was. And so my dad saw that he wouldn't get any further than a B, and so he would reward my brother for getting a B instead of an A. Now, so why reward me for getting an A and reward my brother for getting a B? That kind of sounds a little bit messed up, because it kind of sounds like I have to work harder to earn something, right? And my brother kind of was able to, kind of relax a little bit and just slack it a little bit and not get good grades, right? Because he knew he was gonna get rewarded anyways. Well, at first I thought, okay, he probably had good intentions. He probably just felt bad of rewarding me, knowing that my brother, wouldn't be able to get further than a B, anything higher than a B. So he would have to reward my brother so that he wouldn't feel bad, knowing that my brother couldn't get, any higher. And so I know his intentions weren't bad, and I understand, I guess I should say, what he did. But now that I think of it a little further, now that I think of this story a little bit deeper, I realized one thing. Maybe by my father, by rewarding my brother for getting a B and nothing further than a B, he might have set a limit in my brother's head without realizing it. He might have set a limit in my brother's head without him realizing it. And so my brother kind of had this idea, well, I can't go any further, so it's okay, I'm good where I'm at, I'm gonna get rewarded anyways. So maybe that kind of set a limit for my brother. And as to me, I would get rewarded for trying harder, for getting that A or A plus, or however, right? But just always doing the best that I could. And so I'm I've always been the kind of person that I'll give 110% in something, and I'll try as hard as I can, and I'll try to better myself in anything that I can if I can be better. And as to where my brother, his mentality is a bit different. I'm not gonna say he's a bad person, because he's not, but he's a little bit different than I am. Now, so he set that he might have set that limit for my brother. Now that I think of it in the long run, let me tell you this, okay? I graduated high school. My brother didn't. He didn't graduate high school. So what that tells me is maybe what my father did back in the days when we were younger, maybe that moment that my dad created right there was recorded by my brother's subconscious mind, and it caught up to him later on in the future. So the subconscious mind records things, and you don't like things that you might not think are important. And if you don't learn how the subconscious mind works, it affects you not in a good way, but sometimes it'll affect you in a bad way. In this case, am I blaming my father for my brother not graduating? No, I am not. I am absolutely not blaming this on anybody. But I'm just saying that might have had something to do with what was in my brother's subconscious mind. I went a little bit deeper because I realized what had happened here, right? The difference of how my father was with me, and the difference of how my father was with my brother when it comes to getting rewarded about the grades. I turned out to graduate, my brother didn't. So the moral of this story for me is, don't let absolutely nobody set the bars for you, set the limit for you, set how high you can go. No, don't let anyone set that for you. Sorry. Only you are the one to decide, okay, I can go further, I can push further, I can do better, and I will try and I will do whatever I can to get better. So I thought, if my father could have, maybe sat with my brother and say, what's going on? How can I help you? We gotta get these grades higher. A B is fine, but you can get higher. I know you can get a better grade. Maybe my brother would have not had that limit. Maybe my brother's subconscious mind would have recorded that he has a limit in schooling. All right. So the lesson here, the moral here, is not to let anybody set limits for you. Only you decide how far you can go. And if you want to stop at and not go any further than that, then how far you've gotten. I personally, I don't feel like it's the right choice to just settle for what you have. I feel like there's always something that you gotta get to. If you get to your if you have a goal that you want to get to, you get to it, and then you just dig a little further and just keep going and keep going and keep moving forward. That's what life is all about. You just keep moving forward and do everything that you can, everything that you can and everything that you want to do. So don't let anybody set any limits for you. Only you can do that. Just, in this case, my brother's subconscious mind grabbed that moment and recorded it. It might be what affected him in the long run. It might be why he didn't graduate. Maybe. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. I'm not blaming anybody. But what do you do in this situation? You learn the way that the subconscious mind works. And that'll be a different topic I'll cover later in a different video. But because the way the subconscious mind works is so amazing, it's just awesome. But if you don't learn how it works, you will not learn how to manipulate it into working for you, and instead it'll work against you in which case that might have happened with my brother. Maybe not, right? But anyways, the moral of the story, mainly keep this in mind. Take it with you wherever you go. Don't let anybody set nobody. Don't let no one but you set the limits as to how far you can go. So that's it for this video, guys. And remember, better your today and create a magnificent tomorrow. I'll see you guys on the next video.